Today we are going to be discussing 9 frugal habits of one of the greatest, if not the greatest investor of all time, Warren Buffett. Also, if you stick with me through the end of today's video, I will fill you in on what Warren Buffett has stated multiple times is the greatest piece of investing advice that he has ever received. But with all that being said, let's dive into the content. What's up, friends? It's Kendall back here again for the 14th installment in our financial friendship. Thank you so much for coming back. I know your time is precious and I never want to waste it. Guys, I work very diligently to give you quick, concise, accurate information. To show your appreciation, please do me 2 simple things. Hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. Guys, today's random subscriber shout out goes to Nicole Ferguson. Nicole, thank you so much for being a part of the financial friendship community and subscribing to this channel. I hope that you have found value in the information provided. Also, guys, if you would like to be the next random subscriber shout out, all you got to do is a couple simple things. Number 1, you have to subscribe. You have to be a part of the financial friendship community. And number 2, leave a comment below. Let me know that you subscribed. I will respond to you personally as a thank you. And who knows, you may be the next random subscriber shout out. Also, one last thank you that I want to give out there is to Sarah Lewis. Sarah Lewis is a journalist for Yahoo Finance that did a wonderful piece on Warren Buffett, and some of the information in today's video has come from that article. So Sarah, thank you very much. Great work. Now guys, let's get right into it. Number 1, he lives in the same house that he bought in 1958. Guys, first-time homebuyers live in their house on average 7 years before they sell. Warren Buffett has demolished that statistic. He has lived in the same house that he bought for 63 consecutive years. Now, during that time, of course, he's made modifications. There's a wrought iron gate that they installed. They have a substantial security system, and I'm sure that they've made some renovations internally as well. But he has lived in that same house since he purchased it for $31,500 cash in 1958. Now today that would be equivalent to approximately $290,000, and in today's market his house appraises for a little over $1 million. But guys, he is not looking at selling anytime soon. He has actually been quoted on saying that this is the 3rd greatest investment that he has ever made. Number 2, he rarely takes out loans. Warren Buffett has been quoted multiple times saying that he has only ever taken out 1 mortgage, and that was for a vacation property that he bought in Laguna Beach, California in the year 1971. He purchased the house for $150,000, which today would be equivalent to approximately $1 million. And at the time, he stated that he took the remaining money that he had and put it towards investing, as he thought he could make a better return on investing rather than trying to build equity in a property that would build up equity on its own anyway. And boy, was he correct. He used that money to invest into a very small textile business, which is called Berkshire Hathaway. Guys, that company has now grew into a massive conglomerate that owns several businesses and has returned him billions among billions of dollars since he purchased the company. Now guys, also in the year 2018, Warren Buffett recently sold this vacation property for $7.5 million. Number 3, he buys a cheap breakfast daily. Guys, in the HBO documentary, Becoming Warren Buffett, which is a phenomenal documentary. If you haven't seen it, I greatly encourage you to do so. It's very well done. But guys, in that documentary, he surprised a bulk of us when he stated that he allows the market to determine what he eats for breakfast. He has 3 separate options. On a day that the market is doing well, he will spend $3.17 for a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit from McDonald's. On a day that it's doing poorly, he will spend $2.61 on 2 sausage patties that he puts together and eats like a sandwich. And then when he gets to the office, he pours himself a Coke. He does this every single day. There's also a 3rd intermediate option that he has, which is $2.95, but he didn't mention what that was. But every day, his wife will take, and whatever amount of money or what option that he states that he needs, she will put that money in a cup and he takes it and he purchases it every day from McDonald's. Number 4, he buys marked down cars. Warren Buffett recently did an interview with Forbes, and he stated that on average, for many years, he only drives approximately 3,500 miles every single year. Now guys, that's because he lives very close to work, so he doesn't have much of a commute. But guys, he stated that since he drives so infrequently, he very infrequently needs a new car. And not only that, when they ask him about having more than one, he stated that he can only drive one car at a time, so he doesn't need more than one car at a time. Now, he previously owned a 2008 Cadillac DTS, which he drove for several years after buying it mildly used until he upgraded in 2014 for a Cadillac XTS, which he purchased for $45,000, which is less than 1/10,000th of his overall net worth. Number 5, he doesn't splurge on brands. Guys, Buffett does not splurge on brands. He doesn't spend a lot of money on expensive designer suits or the latest gadgets. If anything, he's a very simple individual. He has used the same $20 flip phone for several years, and he used it until it unfortunately broke, and he had to upgrade to an iPhone in the year 2020. Now, at that time, he stated that he was very apprehensive, and today he still only uses his iPhone for making calls, the occasional text message, and checking his email. He doesn't wear very expensive day-to-day clothing either. He wears shirts from Hanes and Fruit of the Loom, which he owns a substantial portion of those companies and likely gets them for free anyway. Warren Buffett has been quoted saying, "Do not save what is left after spending, but spend what is left after saving." Number 6, he doesn't invest with borrowed money anymore. When Warren Buffett was a young man, and very early in his investing career, he borrowed approximately 25% of his net worth to invest. Now, he encourages people, do not do this. It is a very risky strategy. Even though he had the money to pay it back if something should happen, he just states, do not do this, okay? And he also encourages people, just don't borrow money if you can help it. In a lecture that he gave to an MBA class at Notre Dame in 1991, Warren Buffett stated that he has never borrowed a substantial amount of money. He never has, he never will, because he has no interest in it. Number 7, he does what he loves. Warren Buffett credits his success in investing to the fact that he absolutely loves investing. He is a very competitive person, and he sees it as a level playing field for everybody. Everybody has the same information, the same numbers that they can analyze, and he just wants to be the best investor, and he's done a pretty darn good job at it as well. Buffett also encourages people, do not chase a paycheck. Do not just go for the highest job or one that looks great on a resume, but go for a job that you're passionate in, because that's when you'll truly succeed and be great at something. He also has extremely inexpensive hobbies that he just loves to do. Number 1, he is a very avid card player, and that plays right into that competitive nature. And number 2, very frequently he can be seen playing his beloved ukulele. Number 8, Buffett finds creative ways to save money. Guys, when Warren Buffett and his late wife, Susie Buffett, had their first child, Susan Alice Buffett, they took and converted an unused dresser drawer into a bassinet. And then with their second child, Howard Graham Buffett, they did not go out and purchase a crib. They borrowed one from a friend. Buffett has been quoted saying that if you buy things that you don't need, very soon you will be selling things that you do need. It is this conservative mindset that has led him to not only amass such a great net worth, but has also led him to preserving that net worth and giving it back to people as well. Number 9, he uses cash, not credit. Now guys, in today's time of technology, this seems very foreign and somewhat old school, especially to millennials out there, because it's very simple to swipe a credit card. It's quicker, it's easier, it can help you build up your credit score, and also you don't have to worry about being shorted change at the window. But guys, you have to understand, this is a very risky form of payment, because if you use credit and you swipe that card over and over, very soon those transactions can add up, and soon enough you may find yourself either out of money or even worse off, in debt. Guys, that is why Warren Buffett has stated that 98% of the time for his day-to-day purchases, he uses cash and not credit. So there you have it, guys. Those are the 9 frugal habits of the great and powerful Warren Buffett. I hope you found benefit from those, and since you've stuck with me to the end of today's video, I will now inform you on what Warren Buffett has stated multiple times is the greatest piece of investing advice he has ever received. He received this when he was a student in business school at Columbia, and he had a professor named Ben Graham. Now, Ben Graham was a very well-respected economist, professor, and author, and he gave his classes the simple rules that follows. Rule number 1, never lose money. Rule number 2, don't forget rule number 1. Now, guys, that may seem very straightforward and obvious to a lot of us, but it is that motto that Warren Buffett has taken with him in his investment journey and what has led him to becoming one of the greatest, if not the greatest investor of all time. Guys, please know that this video, just like any video on my channel, are for entertainment purposes. They are not financial advice, as I am not a financial advisor. So please do your own due diligence and never forget the motto of this channel. Educate yourself, invest wisely, and be prosperous. I wish nothing but prosperity to absolutely every one of you all. Check out the links in the description below because some of them could allow for some prosperous opportunities for you. Guys, also know that I greatly appreciate the time that you spend with me. It's precious and I never want to waste it. I appreciate so much every single viewer and every member of the financial friendship community. So please know that until next time, I'll miss you. I love you. Peace.